Guys, Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties, talking today about inspections. What are inspections? Why do we need them? How can we get through them? Who does them? When do we need them? So typically a home inspection is done on behalf of a lender. A lender orders it. So why do they do that? Well, they're lending money on a property and they want to know what condition the property is in. So they'll send out a home inspector to do the inspection. Now, a home inspector will come out, they'll look over the property thoroughly, very thoroughly, and then they'll produce an inspection report and submit that to the lender. And also you as the homeowner will have a chance to look at it. Often people are very surprised by how extensive that home inspection report is, how long it is, how one way to look at it is picky, how nitpicky it can be. Well, it's the home inspector's job to find everything that they can that's wrong with the property. That's what they do to protect the lender's interests. So some of the items may be a big deal, some may not. But they're going to put them all down there. That's why the page can be dozens and dozens, the report can be dozens and dozens of pages long. Now the lender will have certain items that are deal breakers. So they'll have certain items that they'll say, no, we're not going to lend on the property until these are fixed. So for example, the roof. If the roof is bad and needs replaced immediately, they're usually not going to lend on it. If there's an issue with the foundation, they're usually not going to lend on it. If there's any issues with plumbing, with electrical, where there's safety issues, anything like that, any structural issues, they're usually not going to lend on it. If it's cosmetic, usually they're fine with that. So what they'll do then, if there's any of those issues that make the property uninsurable, is they will go back to the seller, the homeowner, and say, okay, these items need to be fixed before we lend on the property. It may be one item, it may be a couple or a few, it may be dozens of items that have to be fixed. So at that point, you as the homeowner need to decide, number one, do we have the resources to fix these items? Either the ability to do it ourselves, or the money to pay somebody to do it. If not, then there's a tough situation there where somebody has to do those repairs. So it either has to you either have to move to a different kind of product for the loan, or the buyer has to be paying cash, something like that. But somebody has to fix those if you're going to use that same lender, or if the buyer is going to use that same lender rather. So at that point, then if you do decide to fix the items yourself, you have to go through and fix them all. Then the inspector's got to come out again and make sure everything's fixed. Sometimes it's not, so it can go back and forth, back and forth. Meanwhile, the closing of your property, selling your house, is stretching out longer and longer. That's why inspections can really turn into being a nightmare for people. But hopefully, at least you know what to expect now, what the home inspection is, what the purpose of it is. If you do have a property where it hasn't passed inspection, or you think it won't pass inspection, and you either don't have the resources to do those kinds of repairs yourself, or you just don't want to, you want to just walk away and leave those problems in somebody else's hands, you're probably going to want to sell to somebody that's paying cash, a cash buyer for the house. And that's usually going to be a real estate investor. That's what we do. And we just purchase the properties as is, no inspection, no appraisal required. So if you have any questions about this, go ahead and give us a call. If you have a house like this that you want us to take a look at, give us a call too. Hope that helps. Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties, signing out.